Hey, what's up? I'm the Zen. This is the Zen video. This is part 44 of my rideshare experience videos. Thanks a lot for joining once again. I'm an artist and musician from Seattle, Washington. Currently living in San Diego, and I use Lyft as my primary source of income while I ring in the new year, right? Alright, so let's talk about it. Shout outs. I do shout outs every week about new engagers, thanking new engagers to the channel. I got 3 of them. Gabriel Charles, Lafayette Cohi, and George Martinez Jr. Thanks for engaging with the channel, new engagers, and everybody else that has engaged before and continues to. Awesome. Your comments are my oxygen. Your comments make it happen. I love hearing from you. What I have to say is only part of the story. What you have to say based on what I say, or just you have questions in general, that's where it's at. That's what I want to hear. So thanks a lot. Let's do it. Creeping on 500 subs, and thank you everybody that's subscribing to the channel. It's awesome. Got like 18 more to go as of recording this until we get to 500 subs, and then at that time I'll do a giveaway for you. A thank you giveaway. Alright, so here we go. Let's get started. How much I made. This is how much I made, and a reminder over there in the corner. There's 3 blocks. It's the $sign with how much I made, and then the $sign, then the star, and then the main topic. So if you want to get to the main topic right away, just scroll ahead, or you can use the timestamp in the description. I guess the timestamp only works if you are on desktop. Mobile doesn't work. So mobile, you have to slide ahead and look for when that changes in the corner. But anyways, how much I made $787.91 this week. That was deposited in my account. Plus in my heads up display, I got $9 in cash tips, so I got $796.91. I'm okay with it. As you know, my goal is always to break $800 for the week. And then this week was like New Year's Eve week, and which did play a factor for me. Although it's different. The way it worked for me was I made money faster this week. Like it took me, it looks like 44 hours to make this, which is not normal. And I'm still in recovery mode of like, because I'm in a burnout and things like that. So I wasn't trying to just go crazy this week. Since it got like the rides came so fast, I just got my 24 rides and went home and just called it good. Each day I got them, and I pretty much got 24 rides every day this week. On New Year's Eve, I actually did stay out longer, and it was faster, and I made that $200, the only week I broke $200, which was kind of what I expected. I expected New Year's Eve to be better for me in terms of getting a little bit more money and have it happen faster. Like I wasn't trying to do, like I don't work past 11:30. I worked pretty much straight up to 11:30 on New Year's Eve. It died off pretty seriously, and so you have to wait pretty much till like 1 a.m. again to get rides back, because everybody's pretty much where they're going to be. And I just was tired. I'd worked most of the day, and I wasn't about, you already know my MO is not to work the late shift. It was interesting, I got a ton of email or text messages. It's like, you probably got them too. Streak bonus offers for driving that after midnight thing, which is the first time I've been offered a streak bonus since the first week it came out. They never offered me streak bonuses, which is interesting. It seems to me like Lyft gives bonuses, it incentivizes drivers that don't drive much over drivers that are dedicated and drive a lot, which is an interesting kind of way they value what they value. They value more drivers out rather than the ones that are out anyway. So it's interesting. I don't want to go down that rabbit hole too far, but it's something I've been noticing. And my tips, I only made, only $99 in tips after that cash tips as well, with 124 rides total last week. So I'm okay with it. I just barely missed my $800 goal for the week, so Yeah, it's okay. That's okay. I got some money for Christmas and stuff, so it's kind of helping carry me through with that aspect of things. And then let's go into the daily breakdown. I can't snap. Let's sleep. I don't know. Whatever. There it is. I give you that one. That's the daily breakdown where you see I made the $200 on Sunday, and every other day pretty much 150, little shy, 140 something on a couple days. But it was okay. I pretty much averaged that much. Let's go into the hourly breakdown. This is where I drove for the hour, so you can see where my hours are. So you can see where I drive to make the money I make. I mean, pretty much just do that early shift, the afternoon shift, or early evening shift, and then I take a break in the middle of the day. One day was like smooth. I think it was Thursday. I got my rides so fast. It was like I got 14 rides before what I took my break, which doesn't normally happen. Then I only needed to get 10 after my break. So that was interesting. And I just took, like I said already, I wasn't trying to kill myself this week. I was just like, man, if they're coming that fast, I'm just gonna chill. We'll see what this current week looks like, if it's slow or not, because from what I understand, college students are still away, so we'll see if there's enough commuters and local people to make it happen. If you have any questions regarding what I made this week and how I do it, feel free to ask in the comments. I'd be happy to answer them for you. Let's get into star rating. There's a good snap. The only thing I can really mention about my star rating, I'll let it scroll through, is that I finally got back to a 5.0 app rating. By the end of the week, I woke up this morning, looked at my app, and was like, cool, somebody, I guess, gave me a late rating or something, and got some good reviews. I love getting the reviews. Oh, it's late here, sorry. Oh, little yawn action. Yeah, so that's about it. That's all I have to say. I don't know where, I'll make sure that's all scrolled through by the time we get on. Oh, I did last week when I got my bulk reviews last week, I did get 3 flags. I got a flag for navigation, a flag for cleanliness, and a flag for driving safety. And again, they didn't give me comments to why, so I don't know what I did in those moments. You always want to know, but that's just how it worked out. So let's get into the main topic for today. The main topic is just, it's more of like, as drivers, we always get that question. You've gotten these questions all the time, right? What's the craziest thing that happened in your car? And since last night, or New Year's Eve night, New Year's morning, day, whatever, is like the mother of all crazy nights for potential just mayhem. I just thought maybe we could talk, you and me together. We could talk about our crazy experiences. Honestly, I really haven't had any crazy experiences. So I figured that we could talk about like what are the best things that happen in your car, the worst thing that happened in your car, the weirdest thing that happened in your car. And I'll give mine. I'll start with mine, and then you can give me yours. Craziest, like worst experience. I've told you before. I had a Lyft line ride. Somebody took it, didn't want to be on Lyft line, didn't want to be picking up other people, was cussing me out between rides. I was feeling all awkward. I'm not very confrontational. I wasn't gonna be like, shut the hell, to the person. So I was just kind of just like, okay, let me just get you where you want to go. She was like, she called her boss and was like, here, talk to my boss. And I was like, this person took a Lyft line and I'm just doing my job. I don't know what else to say. So, this idea is like, if either, if you're going to be fired or get in that much trouble for being a few minutes late to your work, there's a bigger issue going on than just this one situation. But anyways, that's that. So that was the worst experience. I gave her 1 star. I know she gave me 1 star as well. But so that was the worst one. The kind of weirdest, craziest experience was right early on when I started driving, like the second week or so, second or third, just really early. I was driving the 805 is a freeway here in San Diego. I was driving up the 805, and I was like, just like, I don't know, a car length to behind and 2 lanes over from this semi like truck, not quite a semi, it's one of those big trucks that are like the back, and it's like a semi type truck. It's like a big truck but it's all one unit. It's like a moving van or something, one of those kind of things. But it was bigger than, it kind of had more of like a dirty vibe, like a dump truck vibe, or something going on. It was just not really clean, but it was going down the highway in front of me, and it ended up, the engine blew up in the car. So so it veered off to the left and smashed into those big concrete dividers in the freeway. Smashed right in the concrete divider. Its bumper came flying out toward me, and then I had to like swerve around the bumper. So and I had a passenger in the car at the same time. So in the moment, I was like, what the heck? I was like, should I pull over? I don't know if I should pull over. I was just kind of like, I had to swerve around the car. I was kind of chill in the moment. I was just kind of like, what? That was the weirdest thing that I've ever seen on the freeway. And the passenger was like, is everything cool? Are you okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm okay, I'm okay. And then we got off the freeway, and I dropped her off, and then I noticed right after I dropped her off, I was like shaking. So I pulled over and turned off the app and just kind of like just chilled out. I was like, whoa, that was weird. And then when I came back on the 805 and to see it, and it was like serious, like the whole engine was gone. It was like just this big cavity in the front of the car. I don't know if anybody got hurt or any. Luckily there was like no one else on the freeway at the time except for me and that car. So it was, and even coming back the other way, because when it smashed into the guardrail, it like pushed it out, and it was pretty intense. So that was the most intense, weirdest thing that happened. The best thing I could think of that happened was two things, like a tip. Like, what's your best tip you got? Let me, like, money tips. What's the best tip you got that's not a money tip? The best tip I got, every once I get pizza, but the best tip I've gotten, I think, was on Super Bowl Sunday last year, Patriots Falcons. I picked up somebody, and they gave me this platter of sandwiches. There was croissant style sandwiches, and I was just like, yeah, it was awesome. I just was eating sandwiches for like a few days after that. They were good. It was awesome because they were like, yeah, we got all these extra sandwiches we don't need. So that was cool. The other kind of like, that was probably the best non-cash like tip that I got. I've gotten a few like burritos and things through drive-thrus, but like I said, pizza a couple times, but I don't get too many non-cash tips. I don't even get many cash tips, but probably the best experience I had in the car was with a passenger I just had a really great conversation with, and I was taking her to the airport, and when we pulled up to the airport, we were talking, and then she was like, right before she got out, she says, when you have those situations where you meet somebody and you probably will never see them again, but they end up changing your life. I think that just happened with me, she said. It was because the conversation was really good, and it just made me feel good to get that kind of response from what we were talking about. And it was just pretty cool, just life stuff, like talking about how life is. She was talking about her brother, I was talking about my life situation, and it was just kind of like how you relate with people and things like that. So it was pretty cool. It made me feel really good to get that compliment when I got out. So I need to hear from you in the comments. Tell me, what are the craziest stories that you've had? What are the coolest things? What are the weirdest things? What are the, we hear all the time, well, I don't know, every once in a while you hear about stories about somebody having sex in the back of their car. You hear about just crazy customers. Obviously there's the throw up stories, like have you had to deal with that, and how bad was it? Let me know. We'd like to know. Let's trade stories. And I guess that's about it for me this week. A little bit shorter one. So if you're digging on this, thumb it up. But first off, if you found this video and video series because you want to become a driver, use my referral code ZIM200, and we both get a bonus depending on where you are. It varies in your area. And then every day I post something on my Instagram. It's at Rideshare Zim at Instagram, the Instagram handle. So check that out if you want. And then and like I said, was about to start before, if you digging on these videos, be sure to thumb it up, be sure to subscribe to the channel, almost to 500 subscribers, and be sure to share it around if you're if you think it's fun and valuable to the community as a whole. So alright, thanks once again. I'm Zim. This is the Zim video. This was Rideshare Experience video number 44. Oh yeah, be good to each other. Don't forget to tip your driver. Peace.